Peace. Peace, family. Welcome to Peak Game. I'm with my man King Son again.
Peace.
You know what I mean? On the new refinement, the new King Son, the refinement King Son, the peace, love, and happiness King Son.
Yes,
You know
indeed.
what I'm saying? That's bringing it to you. And, I'm his brother and I'm his life coach. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, indeed.
I'm here to let you guys know that we here. And we here to build, bring positive energy and elevation. You know what I mean? God, God guiding our cipher divinely. Guiding ourselves away from destruction. So, you know, I I wanted to the cats that had a little problem with the last interview from the hood, from Knowledge God Ave. I want y'all to hear the brother say for himself. You know what I mean? Him give you his own apology for anybody that was offended, because it was never about offending anybody, because that's not how we roll. So, without anything else, go ahead, brother, King,
Hey,
son.
peace, word. This is the God's son born, for everybody that know the God, and professionally known as King's son. And yeah, we got up, actually, we out here in Georgia where we had my man DJ Cut put together like a Patterson Day where everybody come down from Patterson and rejoice. And I want to shout out to everybody that I haven't seen in like over like 55 years, I want to say, and better. You know what I mean? And yeah, the science says, I've been through a lot of ups and downs and everything, and I won't really attribute it to uh, being an entertainer. I'm God body, man, and I'm strong. And sometimes I'm too strong, like black coffee. You understand? But in stepping back and self-analysis and self-realization and actually knowledge in self, I came to a conclusion that I'm not an alcoholic, but it's like I drink to the point sometimes where I start wisdoming, and amongst the gods, we call that drunken math. When you start drinking to the point where you offend people, when you start drinking to the point where you're slurring and you're loud and you're boisterous, that means you done had too much. You know what I mean? And me with my size and my stature, I might drink and it might take me to the point where I don't feel it at the time. But then one leads to two, two leads to four drinks. Next thing you know, it's a lot of weak wisdom being said. Or even if I'm manifesting the truth, all things shouldn't be manifested at certain times. So you got to know what to say, when, and how to say it. So, I apologize to anybody I might have offended, from whether it's Patterson, New Jersey, whether it's Jersey in general, whether it's New York, whether it's California, or anybody within the sound of my voice, man, or anybody within the sound of my circumference that I might have disrespected in one way or the other. I apologize. And I make that apology, like the God said, with the realization of myself. I know who I am. This isn't who I started out to be, as far as son born or as far as king's son. So it's not like I have a lot to do, because I didn't stray too far from my cipher. I didn't get too far out of my circumference. So acknowledging that, I just realized that I had to put the drink down. You know what I mean? So having done that, I know I might have burned a lot of bridges when I did that. Not just brothers I grew up with, but also, people abroad. A lot of my comrades in the music business, me being loud, and my brother Ice-T and my brother Mick Benson, also my brother Tretch. When I drink and I get to that point, they call me Big Trouble. So that's my alter ego. Big Trouble is the one you want with you if we're going to fight, if we're going to get down and we got to defend something. But Big Trouble ain't the one you want with you if we're going to build, we on the square, and we dealing with a civilized cipher. So again, like I said, pardon me, I apologize for that. But in the new build, I really don't got to renew history, because I never lost sight of my lessons in the science of what I'm dealing with. It's just that I've been certain places and not having God body around and not having righteousness around and nobody to speak mathematics with. You get cut off. So you either build with yourself, or like when in Rome, do like the Romans. And if I'm around a place where that it's just about drinking or smoking weed and nigga this and bitch that and a lot of uncivilized dialogue, you tend to acquire that. You know what I mean? Without even knowing, it becomes the norm. So I made my way back amongst the gods. I made my way back amongst the nation of gods and earths and around righteousness to whereas I already know what I've done wrong. I already know what I have to do right and have to correct it. So that's where I'm at, in this part of my life. I'm 56 years old. And actually, I'm out here, my youngest seed, my youngest daughter, born Asia Divine. She came from up in the Bronx, Pelon, flew out here to see the God. And I'm even at a lot of, I got 9 seeds, and I'm even at, ill terms with a lot of them, from me. We get into an argument, debate, or discussion, and me drinking, I tend to act with emotions rather than, conducting myself as true and living God. So, with that being said, I got to apologize to my seeds that we not on good terms. And, I've always been there. I've never been a deadbeat. But when it comes to being a parent and building with them and having something civilized and adult-wise to say, I would come weak and this and that. And that's not how you parent. That's not how you community. That's not how you deal with, a nation, whatever you're dealing with, man. It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. It's sun, moon, and stars. It's man, woman, and child. And so that sun has to give that light and reflect it to the moon. And the sun and moon having attracting powers out of our planets, which is the stars. So we got to know how to give them light, and we got to give them the light so that they themselves become illuminaries and they're able to reflect my light, knowledge, and understanding being out of the same. So that's where I'm at with it, God.
Peace and peace, God. And and I want to commend you for showing your power of refinement to be able to let go of the alcohol, because that shows the power. The power is to be able to let go of the negative and show forth the positiveness.
Yes, indeed.
And that's what we about here on Peak Game TV, and that's what we about as the gods. The gods of earth. Why? Because we have that ability to do so, to show forth that. And this is a nation. We a nation. And, this is, I'm truly appreciative to see my brother. We've been building. We've been building behind the scenes. You guys saw, the first, the first interview. So you see the guy's progress. So all we going here, we elevating. It's from elevating. So, reach out to us. We here, we ready. Whatever it is, we want to, bring it to the people. And we want to let you guys see that it's us.
True and living.
Just us. There's no justice without us.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to, we just letting you guys know what to be looking forward to. So we're going to end it there and just be on the lookout. Because we're going to be, we're in Georgia now, be in your town next.
Yes, indeed. And I just want to say,
Go
God,
ahead.
y'all do the knowledge of Peep Game TV, because what the God Duhan is doing, man, he's doing a positive thing, man. So everybody that's out there, as you knowledge the bill, when the brother come to you weekly or whenever he come with the bill, spread the word, man. Whether we old or young, spread the word, man. And we need to get the word out there, because we got a lot of brothers. And like I said, just the past weekend was Patterson weekend. And we got a little young brother, the God, we call him Chef now. I got to respect him as Chef because he at the top of his game. But we know him as the little God, Rasul York. And the God, we all grew up, and as we grew up in Patterson and things, we ran around, getting into mischief and doing certain things, But that was the character then. Before we got knowledge, it was about, if we could do a hustle or if we could go to New York, sell some slum jewelry and, get a little hustle to get fresh, get a little pair of Adidas, pair of Pumas. So we all came from that, that little element of, little stealing and little, stealing bikes and riding around in stolen cars and going back and forth to the youth house and things like that. But, I happened to see my brother, young Rasul, man. The God is out here, entrepreneur, and the God got restaurants, and the God is doing things. The God is doing something real positive where what he has about 4 or 5 restaurants, and what the God does is they go to prisons.
Okay.
And they catch people that's coming short. They like a year, 6 months short, and they vet them and see where their head is at, man. And when they come home, man, the God place them in a job, man,
Give some
where they
employment.
don't got to go through the shuck and jiving of you're a felon, you did
Absolutely.
time. And I need to commemorate that, brother. I need to
Pop.
commemorate my brother Knowledge Born, who the God used to do security for me, man. And we, like I said, we all got into mischief and things that might have led us into a bad situation where we had to sit down. But the God is out here dealing with computers, and the God is dealing with real estate, and the God is doing positive things. You know what I mean? And these are all the things that we need to show. We need to see the positive side of Patterson and Now Just, of
Absolutely.
brothers that's doing well.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You got the Earth Star and the Godfather out here. They got about 3 or 4 stores, and they looking out for the community and things like that. So we got a lot of our people, man, from Patterson, New Jersey, that's down here, man, and they're actually entrepreneurs, man, and it's very inspiring to me. I can't be amongst them and be in a weak cipher because we all came up with knowledge of self. We all came up with the bill. You know what I mean? Some of us came up under the bill of the God Shadi, Duhan. You know what I mean? Some of us strayed away. Some of us are still far away, man. Some of us are still 9,000 miles, man, and it's hard for them to swim back. But if you don't want to swim, you don't want to come back, it's hard for us to come out there and get you. You understand? So, we got to spread the word on Peep Game, man, and support the God and what he's doing, man, and get the message out there, and let's continue to build, man. You know what I mean? This the God's son born. I'm going to come out there. I'm going to continue to do it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to continue to build, and the liquor ain't going to hold me down. I don't smoke weed. I don't deal with no other destroyed refinements, nothing like that. You know what I mean? I don't speak weak wisdom. I know and understand, and I want everybody to know and understand, man, like the 57th degree. Have you not heard that your word shall be bond? Yes, my word is bond, and bond in life. Bond is life, and I will give my life before my word shall fail. So always keep your word, man. Even if it's to the slightest, yeah, God, I'm going to get with you, and then you never do. Oh, this came up. We got to be on our own P's and Q's. We got to watch our own circumference and watch our brothers in our cipher, man. So if you see me falling off, you were able to pull my coattails. Son born. God, that ain't right and exact. Let's get on the square. Let's build. Let's get that out, and let's get this in.
Absolutely.
So we got to take care of each other. Once upon a time, we did that. But I guess after the crack era and the drugs took a lot of our people off their square and out of their righteousness, and the lost and found, like the lessons, became lost again. So now we have to find it again. So it's just going to repeat itself like a cipher. A cipher is any person, place, or thing. You understand? So what we got to do, we got to keep that in a rotation, man, and what goes around comes around, man. So let's bring it back. Let's bring that lost and found back to where what's known is understood. Knowledge is known and understanding is understood. That's what we have to do amongst our nation, amongst our culture, man. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, stay tuned. Peep Game TV. It's the God's son born, the God Duhan. Shout out to the God, Black Son, Knowledge Born, Rasul, the God Latik, Application Latik, GFA Star, Natural Born out there. Natural Born, get well, God. Shout born, shout out to the God K Love. Just had a little surgery. We rocking with you, K. You know what I mean? Get better, because I told you I need one of them sharp K Love verses, man. Just died. Shout out to my physical knowledge born, Mustafa, Shakim. All the gods, man. You know what I mean? Peep Game TV.
And this
Check
is
it out.
ours. Peep Game TV is ours to build. This ain't ran by nobody else. This is about us. Us taking care of us. That's what it's about. Till next time, power equality, always see equality.
Peace. In the name of Allah and justice.